But due to all kinds of other streaming and people around, we're not going to be directly on the beach. So hopefully you can see it behind me, but we're not directly on it. So we always start off the day with the intention word. So today is no different. Today's intention word is honesty. So this is being completely honest in what's going on today. It's a nice day. Figured I would let you see some sunshine. Some people are getting some snow, some cold weather, but today there's sunshine. It was raining earlier, but gonna embrace the sun while we have it. So let's get settled in. Always want to sit, give thanks. Today's a special edition, so we're giving thanks for just having that opportunity to even be here and be able to enjoy the moment, enjoy the day. Carpe diem, right? Seize the day. So as we just sit and be present, just allow your body to come down, even your sit bones. Allow those shoulders to come down on every exhale. Come back to the breath. Bring awareness to the body and the breath. Just allow your body to just simply be here, maybe inviting a little bit of movement in your neck. Allowing all distractions that are around you to just simply come down. Maybe you don't have your yoga mat rolled out. Go ahead and roll something out, or just simply be in a comfortable position on the floor. Whatever's comfortable and available to you. Just allow your body to breathe. Not really trying to force any breath or any movement. Just simply feeling the inhale and exhale from your breath as it gently passes through. Maybe even thinking about a time where honesty plays a factor in your life. Maybe even how you can be honest about how you feel right now in this moment. Because honesty is one of those big things. The truth is going to be the same every single day, no matter what. You don't have to worry about what you said. It's the truth. The truth is the same. So as we take our hands to heart center, we're going to tuck that chin into our chest. Allow the shoulders to relax. We're giving thanks to the Creator who woke us up today. Not everyone got that opportunity to wake up. 2020 has been so stressful, not knowing how things are going to go. It's crazy. The beginning of this year, we had a 2020 vision, but none of us saw this coming. Releasing those arms up overhead. Interlace your fingers, take your palms up towards the sky. Relax the shoulders. Going to bring our stretch over to the right side. This is going to be my left, your right. Again, lifting up through the chest. Maybe turn that gaze up towards the ceiling or the sky. Coming back up to center and over to the opposite side. Again, turning that gaze up towards the ceiling or the sky. And coming back up, releasing the arms. We're going to take them back up overhead. And on that exhale, hinge forward, bringing your arms down. Placing your forearms down towards the ground. Allow your arms to walk out. Allowing your body to release down a little bit more. Now we're leading with the breath. The breath is going to carry you down. Allow your body to get deeper into the stretch. With every exhale, just let your body get more relaxed. Releasing your head down. We're going to gently walk our hands over to our right side. And then over to our left. Coming back to center. Maybe getting a little bit deeper if you can. And on that inhale, walking yourself back up to a comfortable seat. We're going to take our knees, place our feet flat on the ground. And we're just going to hold on here, sitting up nice and tall. So me coming off to the side, getting a nice long back on that inhale, bringing those arms up overhead, lift up. Setting your gaze forward. On that exhale, we're going to begin to lower ourselves back where we're hovering over our mat. Engage your core, lift up through the chest. And inhale, come back up. So we're going to do that 5 more times. Come down, lift up through the chest, and come back up. And lower, and lift, and 3, and 2. And last 1. And let's see, maybe just for fun, we can hover here, lifting up through our chest, maybe lifting one leg off the ground, and then maybe lifting another, and maybe if we can extend it out, and coming back. Hug your knees down, chin into your chest. On that exhale, we're going to place those feet out in front of us. Settle your sit bones, readjust where you need to. Place a slight bend into your knees. If you need it, inhale, bring those arms up overhead. On that exhale, we're going to hinge forward towards our feet. Slight bend in the knee again if you need it. Placing that chin down towards the chest and the knees. Continue to breathe. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. Again, allow that chin to chuck in towards your chest, allowing your belly to be on your thighs. And then if it's available to you, you can begin to straighten the legs out, coming in a little bit deeper into that pose if it's available. And when you're ready, bringing your arms back up overhead. We're going to circle the hands back, placing the hands back behind us, gently lift through the chest. And if it's available, go ahead and push your hips up, placing those feet down onto the mat for our fish pose. Release your head down and lower yourself back down. Going to take that right knee, bring it in towards the chest, cross it over, lift up, turn away from your knee. It's really good to just stretch out that hip and that lower back. Sit up as nice as you can, as tall as you can. On that inhale, coming back to center. You're going to hug that knee in and just drop the knee. So tuck that heel in towards your hip and just drop the knee. Maybe a little bit tight here, wherever you are. Even if you'd like to place a block under your knee, you can. Wherever you are, adjust if needed. We're going to sit up nice and tall. And on that inhale, hugging that knee back in. Relax the knee down. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side, hugging that left knee in. Crossing the leg over. We're going to lift ourselves up, lift those arms up overhead. Exhale, turn away from the knee. You can look behind you, hug the knee in towards the chest, or take the elbow to the outside. Whatever one's available and comfortable for you, listening to your body. So these deep twists help to really open up your hip as well as your lower back. So begin to look behind you as best you can. And on that next exhale, begin to unravel, hugging the chin back, the knee back into the chest. We're going to take the heel back into our hip. Again, lowering that knee down wherever you feel comfortable. This is to your comfort level. And hugging the knee back in, release it down. We're going to come onto our hands and knees for our tabletop position. Taking those wrists right underneath of the shoulders. Let's keep our toes tucked for this one. Still getting a little bit of a toe stretch into our practice. Inhale, lower the belly. And on that exhale, arch the spine, tuck the chin into the chest. Inhale and lower. Exhale, tuck the chin. 2 more at your own breath. And when you're done, come into a decent flat back here. Nice neutral spine. Maybe inviting a little rock. As we have our toes tucked underneath, we're going to shift the weight back towards our heels. Lower your head down, coming into your modified child's pose. Bringing the gaze towards your hands, lean forward, come to a push-up position. Shifting the weight over the heels, push back to your downward facing dog. Shift forward for plank and downward facing dog. We're going to do this 5 more times. Shift forward and back. Shift forward and back. 2 more. Last one, hold, pedal out your feet. Bringing your feet to stillness, shift the weight back into the heels, tuck your chin into your chest. Again, feel free to walk your feet in if you'd like to keep your heels down onto the mat. Taking our 5 breaths, just getting deeper here into our posture, allowing your body to release. Bringing that gaze up the thigh, looking at your abdomen. Bringing the gaze towards the hands, walk the feet towards the hands. Come to your forward fold here. Maybe even inviting a small bend into the knee if you need it. And on that inhale, bring the arms all the way up overhead. Extended mountain, bring the hands to touch. Slide back, bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back. Planting your hands down, step back to your plank pose, and we'll flow through. Taking 3 breaths. We're going to take our right leg, bring it up towards the sky, open it up for a 3-legged dog. Really opening up your hip. Going to bring that knee back forward, taking the knee to nose. Take it back up. 4 more. Knee to nose and back up. Knee to nose and up. And 2 and up. Last 1 and back up. Lower the leg down. Pedal your feet. Bringing your heels to stillness. We're going to do that same thing on the left side. Taking your left leg up overhead. Open it up for a 3-legged dog. Going to bring the knee forward, knee to nose, and back up. And 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Bring it up and lower down. Pedal your feet. Bringing those feet to stillness. Shift the weight into the heels. Tuck your chin into your chest. Bringing the gaze towards your hands. You can bend the knees, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold. And on that inhale, slightly come up. Bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. You got this. Flat back. Plant the hands, step back and flow through. Lift in the right leg, bring it through. Frame the hands, open up. We're going to cartwheel open to our warrior one. Bringing that gaze over the hand. Inhale to reverse. Feel free if you'd like to bind here, you can. Bringing the hands down. We're going to come to our side angle, taking your arms all the way up overhead, extend it over. Feel free if you'd like to have a block here. You can always place a block in your hand to lift the ground up so you can get into the posture. Now, it's all about getting into proper alignment. You don't want to injure yourself. So, invite the blocks, invite the props if you need it. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, we're going to come to a side angle where we're having our arms overhead as if we're holding on to a ball. Hold on. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands down, frame the foot, step back and flow. We're going to do that same thing on our opposite side, lifting our left leg, bring it through. Immediately open up to your warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, taking your hands down for a side angle. Sweeping the arm up overhead. Again, if you need the block, feel free. Bringing the arm overhead. We're stacking our shoulders. No tension in the neck. On that inhale, reverse. Exhale, sweep the arms overhead. We're holding on. Hold on to that imaginary ball. Lift up through the chest, taking the chest off of the thigh. And on that exhale, bring the hands down. Frame the foot. We'll step back and flow through. Take 2 breaths. This time we're going to walk our feet to the back of our mat. So walk your hands to your feet. Come to your forward fold. Now you may find that it's a little bit easier to get into your forward fold, walking your hands back. Feel free to do that at any time when you come to your forward fold. On that exhale, we're going to bend our knees and sit in our chair. Exhale, forward fold. And sit in your chair. And forward fold. We got 3 more. Chair. Forward fold. And 2. Forward fold. Last 1. Breathe here. Maybe see if you can get a little bit deeper in your stretch. Squatting down just a little bit deeper. And on that exhale, bringing yourself to stand. Letting your shoulders relax. We're going to take a walk up to the top of our mat. All right. We're getting hot. I know I'm getting hot. Placing your feet together. Mountain pose. Inhale, bringing those arms up overhead. Slight back bend again. Exhale, forward fold. Taking a flat back. Plant your hands. You can walk, step, or jump back. Lower yourself down, step back and flow. I'm going to take that right leg back up towards the sky. Bring it through. Runner's lunge. Lower your hips down. We're going to pivot that back foot, pinky toe edge of the mat, sweeping that left arm up overhead. So again, this twist is nice. You can always have a block just to lift your body up a little bit more. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take that hand down. We're going to pivot to the opposite hand. So bringing the opposite arm up overhead. So again, inviting the twist. It's those small movements in our body. We notice it in our shoulders and our hips. Relaxing your neck. Exhale, bring the hand down. We're going to frame that foot, step back to our downward facing dog. Taking your left leg up, bringing it through, runner's lunge. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Again, we're going to take that hand to the outside of the foot, sweeping the arm up overhead. Feel free to invite a block as well. And on that inhale, taking that top hand down to the inside of the foot, sweeping the opposite arm overhead. Continue to breathe. On that exhale, take your hand down. We'll step back to our downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out. We're going to lift that right leg, take it back up overhead, bring it through, frame the hands, come up for your high crescent lunge. Bring the arms up overhead. Squat down, getting that bend into the knee, taking that knee right over your ankle. And on that inhale, straighten the leg, lift up. Exhale, come back down. And up. And back down. And up. And down for 4. And up. And 3. And back up. And 2. And up. Last one, hold here. Lower the hands down, step back and flow through. Lifting that left leg up, bring it through, high crescent lunge, come up. So you're anchoring yourself on the ball of that back foot, bend into both knees. On that exhale, straighten the legs and come down. And straighten. And back down, we got 4 more. Bring it up and take it down. And bring it up and take it down. And 2. Last one, you got it. Hold here and bring it down, step back and flow. Pedaling your feet out if you need it. Walk the heels in, taking your heels down towards the mat. Tuck your chin into your chest, like bending the knee if you need it. Bringing the gaze towards your hands. Walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. We're going to sit back in our chair. On that exhale, come to a stand. We're going to step out to the side of our mat, placing your hands out in a T, taking your heels in, your toes are going to be out. Inhale, we're going to squat down, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale to stand, straighten the legs. Inhale, bring it down. And exhale. Keep breathing, we got 5 more. If you do a lot of sitting, this is really good to just open up your hips. With every squat, see if you can get a little bit deeper. And last one, squat down and hold. Continue to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up. We're going to turn to the back of our mat, setting up for our pyramid pose. So the back foot, pinky toe edge of the foot is on the mat. That front foot is going to be tracking towards the back of your mat. Turn your hips. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, taking your knee down towards your nose. Slight bend into that knee if you need it. Continue to breathe, taking that chin into the chest. We're going to be here for another 5 breaths. So the breath, remembering to deep hell, deep inhale and deep exhale. On those exhales, that allows your body to come a little bit deeper into the posture, remembering to keep your hips nice and square. And on that next inhale, bringing your arms back up overhead. Turn the gaze up towards the ceiling. Take the hands back behind you. Interlace them, shoulder blades to touch. Lift up through the chest. And on that exhale, hinge forward, taking your arms up overhead. That gaze is down towards your back foot. Taking your arms over. Open up your shoulders. Release the neck. Now, if your hamstrings are a little bit short, you are going to feel this in your hamstrings. Again, feel free to invite a small bend into the knee if you need it, remembering not to lock out your knees at all. And on that inhale, going to come up slowly. Your head is going to come up last. And once your head comes up, release the hands, take it back up overhead. Going to pivot that front foot back in, coming back to the side of your mat. We're going to pivot off back to the front. So taking that front foot out towards the side, pivot your hips back to the front. On that exhale, hinge forward, bringing your hands down to frame your foot. We're in our pyramid pose. Now feel free to readjust even if you want to walk that back foot in. Even invite a small bend into the front knee. Whatever feels comfortable to you. Releasing the tension on your neck and shoulders. Every exhale, just surrender your body down, letting your body get a little bit more comfortable within this posture. Thanking your body for allowing you to practice today. And on that next inhale, I'm going to bring your arms back up overhead, press into the feet. I'm going to take those hands behind us, interlace them. Yes, breathe. Yes, breathe. Allow the shoulder blades to connect. And on that exhale, hinge forward. Tuck the chin into the chest. Allow the arms to come up overhead. Now, this is no Bikram, but this is hot yoga, let me tell you. Keep breathing. And on that inhale, I'm going to slowly come back up. Press into the feet. Head comes up last. When the head comes up, go ahead and bring the arms up overhead. Come back to the center. Yes, breathe. Come through. We're going to hinge forward now. So wide forward fold. Take those hands down onto the mat. Wherever you are, allow your head to come down. If you'd like to widen your stance to take your head down onto the mat, you can. Wherever you are, allowing your body to be in charge. You're listening to your body, and wherever you are today, we're going to be here for 5 breaths. So go ahead and get comfortable wherever you are. This is that pose that you can kind of have fun with. Make it your own. And on that next inhale, I'm going to come to a flat back. So placing those hands on the mat, lift up to your flat back, planting your head back down. If you've widened your stance, go ahead and heel toe your feet back in. We're going to take our hands to our hips, press into our feet as we lift ourselves back up to a standing position. We're going to turn our heels in, our toes out. We're going to shift the weight to the right. Again, this is my left, your right. And coming up and shift it to the left. And back up. Squatting down to the center. and coming back up. So now let's do this a little bit faster. So dip as fast or slow as you want to from side to side. Now, if you'd also like to straighten out the legs and maybe dip down a little bit more, I invite you to bring the stance in just a little, dip to the side, and then get as low as you want. So you can get pretty low, straightening out your legs. Have your hands wherever you like them. You can hold to the side for an extended amount of time and come to the other side and then come back to center. Bring those arms up overhead. On that exhale, taking those hands to heart center. Come back to your breath. Relax your shoulders. Allow your body to relax. We're going to heel toe our feet back to a mountain pose. Bringing ourselves to the top of our mat. Standing here in our mountain pose. Inhale, bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Lord, I thank you for this breeze. I thank you. And come into a flat back. We're going to squat ourselves all the way down, so widen out your stance. Bringing your hips down into the center wherever you are, taking those elbows in between the thighs. We're going to give it a little rock from left to right. I think they're encouraging us. I think that's what that is. Keep breathing. If you have a block, you can always have a block here. And just lean forward. Come up onto your toes. Lean forward. You can have your hands down, whatever's comfortable to you. Just rocking out. Open your hips. Whatever feels comfortable. Rocking your hips from left to right. Come back. Bring your hands to center. See if you can widen out your stance just a little bit more. Allowing those elbows to press away the hips. Going to take those hands back down. One more time, lean forward. Maybe even come up onto the balls of your feet, bringing those heels up. And if crow is in your practice, feel free to take crow at this moment. Whatever feels comfortable to you. You can take your knees up into your elbows if crow is in your practice. And just go ahead and lift yourself up. When you're ready, come on back down. Come down into a seat. Bringing those knees together. We're going to bring our hands behind us. Let our knees fall over to one side. Twist to the other side. Setting your gaze away from your knees. Bringing those knees back up to center and over to the other side. Twist away. Coming back up to center, look forward. Bringing yourself up towards the top of your mat if you're not already. Tuck your tailbone under, come back onto your mat. Allowing your body to just rest here for a moment. I'm going to take those hands up overhead. Create your diamond overhead. Allow your shoulders to relax. Keeping those knees bent, feet are flat. Walk the heels in towards your glutes. As you begin to lay here, I want you to just bring that awareness to your lower back. You're bringing that lower back on the mat as much as possible. So tucking that pelvis into where your lower back is flat on the mat. Release your shoulders. Letting your shoulders come down. Continue to breathe. We're going to step our feet out as wide as our mat. Even if you're stepping your feet off of your mat, that's even better, as wide as you can get it. Then allow those knees to fall in towards each other. This is going to stretch the top of our hips. We really don't get a chance to really stretch this muscle, so feel free to stay here. Take those pinky toes off of the ground. Allow those pinky toes to fly a little bit. Continue to breathe. Let those knees drop in as much as possible, releasing the tension away from your hips. So this may take a few breaths just to really get it going. Just allow your body to release. Mentally, our mind is saying to release, but maybe our body hasn't caught up. I want you to take another 2 breaths. And on that next exhale, take your knees back up to center. We're going to take our feet back onto the mat. Toes are tracking forward about hip distance apart. Taking your hands down. Walk your heels in towards your hands in towards your heels. If your fingertips don't quite reach your heels, that's okay. Go ahead and bring those elbows in. Allow your body to breathe as I wipe away a little bit of glow. So wherever you are, we're going to set up for our bridge pose. We're going to press down into the feet, lift our hips up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Continue to lift, placing those shoulders down on the ground. Release any tension in your neck. Now with this posture, again, you can walk those feet in. If it's comfortable, continuing to lift up through the hips, press down into the feet, engage the glutes. Press down into the hands. If you have your elbows in, press in towards the back of the arms. Lift up through the chest. We're going to take 2 more breaths. Let's see if we can get a little bit higher as we lift up. And on that exhale, lower the hips. Take the spine back onto the chest. Hug the knees into the chest and give it a rock from left to right. We're going to set up for that one more time. So placing your feet back down, bringing your heels right down onto the ground. Walk your heels in towards your fingertips. Again, if they don't reach, bring those elbows in towards your ribs. We're going to press into our feet as we lift our hips up. Press into the feet. See if you can raise up a little bit more, engaging your quads. Continue to lift. If you'd like to interlace those fingers behind you, go ahead and do so. Stack the shoulders if that's in your practice. Continue to lift up a little bit higher. And on that next exhale, release the hands down, lower your spine, hug the knees into your chest. Give it a rock from left to right. I'm going to place those feet down on the mat, hip distance apart, taking our right leg, cross it over, pigeon on our back. Allow that knee to open up, maybe even a pressing away with your right hand on your right thigh. And when you're ready, we're going to bring that knee in towards the chest as we thread our hand behind our left thigh. Use your elbow to press away your thigh. Hug the knee into the chest. You can flex that top foot to protect the ankle. Continue to breathe. Relax the shoulders. Relax the neck. If at all you're feeling extra flexible today, you can hold on to the shin as well. Allowing that hip to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. And when you're ready, go ahead and release the leg, take it back down. We're going to take that foot, let it fall all the way over to the side. Stretch out that hip. Take your hands out to a T, maybe goalpost arms. Turn your gaze away from your knee. Allow your body to just relax here. Feeling that opening on your hip. Your opening on your shoulders. Allowing your body to just be. And on that next inhale, take the knees back up to center. Uncross your legs. Give it a little windshield wiper rock from left to right. Taking the knees back to hip distance. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Take the left leg over. Again, you can press that left hand onto the thigh, opening up your hip. And when you're ready, hugging that right knee in towards the chest. Interlace the hands behind the right thigh. Hug it in. If I had to practice some honesty today, I would say I am thankful for the breeze, as intermittent as it is. But when it comes, I'm grateful. Again, you can hug in, hugging the shin, maybe even lifting the hips off of the ground. And relax it back down. Gonna uncross the leg. Oh, we didn't do the other one. Sorry. Cross that leg back over. Take the leg back down. On towards the ground. Take your hands out to a T. Turn your gaze away from your knee. Continue to breathe. It's always great to just relax yourself down. If your shoulders don't come down all the way, with every exhale, just allow your body, your chest to open up. And continue to breathe. One last breath. On your inhale, taking those knees back to center, uncross. Give it a windshield wiper from left to right. Gonna hug those knees in towards our chest. Taking our feet up towards the sky. Flex your toes down towards your body. We're gonna place those hands down on the mat, palms face down. And readjust your lower back to where that lower back is on the mat as much as possible. Relax your body here. We're going to take that right leg down, let it hover, and bring it back up. And take the leg down, let it hover, and take it back up. Let both legs down, letting it hover here, wherever you are. If the body starts to shake, that's okay. And take it back up. Taking the right down and back up. And take the left down and back up. And both come down, let it hover. Maybe taking those arms up overhead, really embracing that core, and take it back up. Hug the knees into the chest. We're going to lower down the left leg as we hug in our right. We're going to cross that right leg over our body. Let the knee come down towards the ground. Taking that right hand behind you, really opening up your chest, your lower back, your shoulder. Turn your gaze towards the right hand. I want you to relax here with every breath. We're going to be here for 5 breaths. It's the small, slow movements that really open up the body. It's not really the fast movements. And on your next inhale, take the knee back up in towards the chest. We're going to swap it out, hugging in the left, lowering down the right. And as we cross the leg over our body, taking the gaze back towards our left hand. You can hold on to your thigh as long as it's not your knee to open up that hip a little bit more. Let your shoulders and your chest expand. Just allow yourself with every breath to just get a little bit more comfortable. And on your next inhale, take that knee back in towards the chest. Exhale, we're going to lower it down. Placing those arms overhead, give yourself a nice full body stretch. Wiggle your toes out, roll your ankles, move your fingers, move your wrist. And then when you're ready, we're going to lower hands down. Palms are going to be up. Readjust your spine. Readjust wherever you need to on your mat. We're letting ourselves relax here in our Shavasana pose, letting our bodies come down. We're letting our body connect with the earth, releasing tension from our body. We're going to start at the crown of our head, releasing tension in between our brows, allowing our eyes to soften and close if that's available, unclenching your jaw, relaxing your tongue, releasing that tension in your shoulders, letting your collarbone expand, allowing your spine to come in contact with the mat as much as possible, maybe even tilting your pelvis, allowing your hips the opportunity to relax. Release the tension from your knees, ankles, and toes. We're allowing the ground underneath us to rise up and support us. Allowing our bodies to just be here in this present moment. Allowing our bodies to just soak in the present. We're noticing the sensations around us. Maybe there's a breeze. Maybe a gentle hum. With every breath, just allow your body to just come back to the breath. If it starts to zone out and move beyond the mat, give yourself that opportunity to just be in consciousness with what's going on in your body right now. I invite you to bring awareness to your breath. Notice your breath without attempting to change it. Is the breathing slow? Is the breathing deep? Now on that next exhale, just attempt to empty out the lungs by exhaling deeply. And on the next inhale, allow the chest to rise. Hold at the top, and on that exhale, release it out. Inhale, breathe in. Allow your breathing to come back to normal. As we begin to lay here, I want you to thank yourself for being strong, even in those times where you felt that you weren't strong. We're honest with ourselves. We're thanking ourselves for strength now and in advance. Because we have been strong to make it through this year, and we're planning for a great and prosperous 2021. Even though things may not have gone as planned, we stay the course within ourselves because we know that we have the direct effect on our outcome of our day, our week, our month, our year. So even though things may be happening around us that may not be great, we still have the power to keep our peace. We still have the power for self-care. And even if it's just a few moments of sitting in stillness and silence, we honor that. We honor those times. We're going to honor ourselves with another 2 breaths in silence. And as you invite movement back into your body and back into this space, wiggling your fingers and toes, allow your breath to deepen, hugging your knees into your chest one at a time, rocking your knees from left to right. We're going to roll over to one side, cradle your head with your hand. Just allow yourself that opportunity for stillness. And when you're ready, using that top hand to push yourself back to any comfortable seat, bringing your hands to heart center, thumbs into your chest. I want you to thank yourself for just committing to you, showing up for you today. Thank your body as well for committing to you and showing up for you. I want you to thank yourself for listening to your body throughout this practice and giving yourself an opportunity for you. I thank you for allowing me to share my practice. Take this energy with you off the mat and onto your day. Share it with others because energy is infectious. Namaste. All right. I have definitely released some toxins and allowed myself to just take in the sun. I thank you for practicing with me. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I will see you on the next regular one every Saturday morning, 8:30 Eastern. But thank you for being a part of this special one. And until next time, namaste. Hey, Vanessa. Hello, hello. Always got to give my shout outs. Hey to Vanessa. Hope you're doing well. It is a beautiful sunshine. I am enjoying it. Thank you so much for watching. Continue to share, like, subscribe. We've been doing so well with the followers. I thank you so much. And we got just a few more days left in 2020. So enjoy it. I'll see ya.